Me, it would
But
be
the
us,
history
yes.
of your industry has always been about climbing the ladder. And,
Sure.
and some of the greatest wrestlers, you can't show me a great wrestler who hasn't climbed over someone along the way. So they may accuse you of something that every great wrestler, every guy who's made it to the top has been guilty of, right?
I think to make it to the top, but I look back at Ric Flair and I say, you know, Ric's one of the most successful guys ever in the history of the business.
Your idol, right?
One of my idols, yeah. But probably the biggest I ever had in the business. But when I look at his career, and especially knowing him now, Ric did a lot of things that he should have said no to, that weren't in the best interest of his character, that weren't in the best interest of him business-wise, and probably weren't in the best interest of the business. And he had the ability at that point in time, because of his position, to say no, and never did. And, you know, because he felt like at the time he was convinced that the other thing was the right thing for business. And he always ended up filtering back up to the top because if he had the ability and the talent to, the cream rose to the top, right? But I think it's the same thing. He had the ability to separate himself out and look back and say, listen, guys, I'm not that guy anymore. You know what I mean? I was at one point in time, but I'm not anymore. Put somebody else in that role. That's great. I'll still be a key component in the show, and I'll still be a major factor, but I'm not the guy.
How do people look